Hey everybody, you see on the screen what it says. Sad but true, story time. And some of your sisters might get mad, but I'm talking to you in the spirit of love. Some of this ridiculousness, we gotta stop it. It says, and all the black women got fired. I know we are so wonderful and so cute and so fabulous, and some of us know everything. I don't, but some of you do. Congratulations to you. I don't know if some of us are trying to prove a point, or we're seeking, I guess, acceptance and black male validation so bad. It's getting ridiculous. The ridiculous behavior, please, it's got to stop. Got to stop. Okay, so here's what went down. On a job for a company, it's a small company, pays well, and everybody there is African American. So you're looking at about maybe 23, 25 people, somewhere in there. And most of women, you may have maybe 3 black men, 2 or 3 black men, but the rest are women. Okay, small company. The manager is a black man. The work was getting done. No complaints about work or productivity, nothing like that. In true Dusty fashion, the manager, and this can happen to any person, any nationality. White men do it too. Hispanic, everybody be guilty of it. But in this case here, you have black people working together and they're getting along. And some of the black man as the manager, he has his woman is Becky. Okay, Beckisha. So he's got Becky, and they live together. And what I understand, he lives with her and helps. Oh, and in the home, so she lives in a family home. Okay, in the family home, it's Becky and her dad. He lives with them, helping them pay for that house. Okay. And he makes it well known, pictures and all of that. He is just so honored to have Bottom Brad sister, under the Four Boys Billy sister, because they live in kind of like a country environment. They're in the city, but where she lives is like far out in the country. Okay. So the black women that work there, they're sitting up there thinking they're having a good time and cool. Some of them are sleeping with him and they are cooking and feeding him like he's the man and he's the big, I guess he gets the big piece of chicken. He's the man. And most of these women, I think pretty much all of them are pretty much single, or they may have a baby daddy, but most of them are single. So they're working for him, they're getting the work done, and they're bringing food to work, and some sleeping with him, and whatever they're doing, yeah. His birthday came, and I think Becky must have figured out that maybe something was going on. I mean, come on, they live together, she has to know something. So I think she must have figured out that something was going on, and let him tell her, I just work and come home. Figured out something was going on, and so she came up to the job doing the birthday dinner, and pretty much the black women there, they were cooking and bringing food, stuff like that. Okay, and gifts. So when she showed up, she must have seen how it really went down. Some of them were still flirting with him, brushing up against him and smiling, letting her know, yeah, we with your man. We got your man. As I told one black girl before, young woman, I said, it's best to just go to work. Don't get involved in the drama. You would be a lot better off if you could just go to work, do your job, and go home. Keep your mouth shut. Do your job and go. It's best. Your promotion, you got over Marianne, good for you. You were prancing around. You want everybody to know you got it. Well, there's a rumor about that too. Just do your job and go home. Couldn't do that. More drama. So in this case here, so Becky shows up to the birthday dinner on the job, and I guess she figured out, okay, so there I being with my man, and some of them, as I understand, they want to flaunt it and show her we on good terms, and let's take a picture and hugging up and all of that, and she's there and she's seeing that. Why would you degrade yourself? Why would you do that? You want to one up someone. He's already made the decision who he's in a relationship with. Because somebody sleep with you don't mean jack. You sometimes, I'm sorry to say, you just something to do. He's paying bills at her, and it's really her father's house. He's paying bills over there, supporting them. What are you getting? Some community bedroom candy? Poverty, the seed of poverty D? It reminds me real quick on a different person telling me about there was a black man on the job, had a real good position, and he had a non-black wife, and the black women was going after the man. And guess what? In this case here with his non-black wife, he let them know he's not interested. Maybe he respects his marriage, you think? And he also probably knows it's probably not a good idea to excrete where you eat. And I was saying to him, like, so they know he's married. What's going on? What are you trying to prove? And then you done got yourself turned down. What are you trying to prove? You're trying to act like it's some kind of ET come home, extraterrestrial. We got to get it back down to earth. This man is on earth. People doing what they want to do. So I don't understand. What are you trying to prove? Like steal them back? Are you seeking validation that bad? People make the decisions. Where they live, what the money can buy, what color car they want to buy, what kind of car they want to buy, the shoes on their feet, the outfit you have on right now, that's your decision. What you're doing right now, in most cases, is your decision. Well, I had to go to work. Well, yeah, you want to keep your job, so you made a decision to go. It's time for me to rest. You're doing your thing. So people are doing what they want to do. So I'm trying to understand black women. When these men have chosen a significant other, respect that. Respect you. And when they've chosen one that doesn't look like you, what are you trying to do is to go after these men? So I said, this is really crazy. You got black women that see a black man is married to a non-black woman. Why are you up in a man's face? Do you like drama? And then he's turning you down, is what I'm being told. Or he sure is faithful to her. Why would you even go after the man? Stop the madness. Quit trying to save black men. They're doing what they want to do. Like they made you a baby mama, they can make you a wife if they choose to. Especially when they have income. So I don't understand what's going on. This madness has to stop. You don't need to save black men. They're doing exactly what they want to do. They can save themselves. What you need to do is save you. I said, this is crazy as hell. So all he's doing is showing you, I'm respecting her, his wife, which as he should. That's his wife. This is what, that one goes after him. This is crazy. Please stop it. Pick up your self-esteem and act like a certified queen. Nonsense. And it's embarrassing. You embarrassing yourself. Offering up your body to a man that don't even want you. And why you just gonna offer up your body? I don't understand that. Really? Are you that low? You're not that cheap. And if it's a little game, it's not a wise game to play. Look at Ariana. Look at Coleslaw. How long Montel been divorced? Why hasn't he married Coleslaw? Huh? Got plenty of time. What's up with it? So anyway, it's like stuff like that. What are you doing? Please stop it. Oh, they just made him give with somebody's husband. Honey, if a man is in a marriage, he love you so much, you the side chick, he know what to do. He can go file those papers, and then he can marry you. But quite oftentimes, that's not what they do. Not what they do. And some that do, I've seen Becky go through it. Guess what? He did the same thing that he did with her. Girl, what's going on? I got him. Oh, And wait a minute, how she catch him at the same hotel where, where they were hooking up with his first wife? Ladies, you deserve better. Excuse me. You deserve better. Sorry, something's in my throat. So back to here. So Becky came to the birthday luncheon and saw how they were behaving. It wasn't hard to figure out that they are truly getting with her man. Understand? Guess what happened? The black man was still the manager. He was still keying them, visiting them at the little desk and eating with them and sitting down, keying, eating with them, sitting down, talking and laughing. All along, the Negro started taking notes. He started taking notes and writing up reports and sending them to home office, complaining about those same black women that he was sitting down, eating with and kicking with. You still don't know who your enemy is. And sometimes it's you, it's us, by the things that we do. A person is showing you. This man said, oh, maybe I'd like to invite you out to dinner. And he said, maybe we could have dinner. He said, I'd like to invite you out to dinner. Maybe we could have dinner sometime and talk. And I said, well, I done showed my ring. And I said, I made a joke of it. I said, well, we love to eat a lot. So what time should me and my husband show up? And we start laughing. And that's it. Steak and lobster. So what time I said, are the three of us going? And we laugh. So that's my way of letting him know. I mean, obviously he already seen my ring. I guess I don't know what the deal is with this guy. But yeah, but that's my way. I'm just, I like to joke a lot. So that's my way, kind of, hey, soften the blow, homeboy. No. So I guess it'd be the three of us, huh? And just started laughing, and that was it. Because the three of us going to be together, okay? No. People are showing you. That right there, I'm letting him know I'm married. Hence the rock. So if you want the both of us to come, it'll be the three of us. Are you buying? So I joke like that sometimes. You understand? I'm letting you know. It's not gonna happen. I'm not going with you. Thank you. I'm not going with you. That's not an option. I don't get ugly with it. Yeah. So guess what happened? So I said, wow, when I heard the drum, and see, I had already heard the drummer from a Brad. That's how I knew what he did. And I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, he started taking notes and things as he's in their face, eating and grinning and all that stuff, smiling, and turn them into HR. Oh, we had a lengthy report, my dear. This didn't happen in just no one day. Now stop and think, who do you think put him up to do it? Who do you think put him up to do it? I'm more than likely guessing Becky. He made a decision. Fast forward, you see what's on the screen? All the black women got fired. Even the ones that weren't creeping with him, and they saw them as a problem team and brought in a whole new crew. And it came out of nowhere. And I was like, no warning, nothing. Came out of nowhere. Oh, the black men, the two that are, they're gone too. Gone. Starting up with a whole new crew. This one here is problematic. Even if it does, they let everybody go. Kid you not. Well, who gonna do that? They're not worried about you. Even if you weren't part of the other little stupid crew. Gone. Who do you think probably told him to do that? I don't know. I'm guessing Becky. She saw that the officer sleeping with a man. how they were communicating, the little banter back and forth and eyes, and take a picture and hug her. Ain't nobody stupid. So she obviously, I would surmise that she went home and let him have it and told him what to do, and he's showing his allegiance to his woman. Here's what you don't get. The fact that he moved in with her and her dad and helping them pay the bills, you should already know. You already know. No. I just love that song. I love Deusadora. You should already know. Now that we got your attention, you about to get the business. Your job is over. Pay attention. All got fired. Making it all again, it's already a smaller group. You can easily call it 20, 25 people to easily do that. So I'm thinking, what's going on? What are black women trying to prove? What's that to prove? You are wasting your time and your effort with someone who obviously doesn't choose you. Who cares out of all the men in this universe? Aside from I've had, and the man I'm talking to just about what I just said was a black man. I've had, besides black men ask me out, Caucasian, Asian, and Hispanic. So you mean to tell me out of all these men around here, you got to be stuck on the ones that don't want you, that don't make you a priority? I was like, oh, the Asian guy, I'm a nice person. No, I've never dated an Asian. That's just a person. But yeah, I'm just saying, I've had actually two to ask me out on a date. One of them owned a business. I've had one to invite me to a venture. Why? It was for business owners and making contacts. And he has like a diverse group. So all these men out here, all these different nationalities, welcome to America, the hashtag melting pot. All these men out here, these men in the BC are showing you and telling you, and you have to be not very bright. You call yourself, no, black man, we belong together. It's me and you, boo. All my life I had to fight. I'm going to keep on fighting for you. You messed up and he messed up. You remember daddy messed up, you're not going to be all right. You're not. What are you fighting for? It's the one-way street. The men as a collective, they're not fighting for you. I said, this is crazy. All the men out here, these different nationalities, and you still stuck on, he ain't got no fro and I ain't going to go. You might find yourself by yourself, missing your happiness, missing your security, missing your option to say, hey, you know what? I don't want this job and I'm going to quit and rely on my husband or my man. He may just ask you, okay, go ahead and quit. Let's go. What all you got going on? Because, like me, I like to have my little own stuff too going on. I saw the lady in the store recently. I said, oh, I love that. And she was showing me these things to put your jewelry in, like the little Louis Vuitton boxes. I said, well, that's so nice. I was like, I think one was like $7,500. Girl, I'm not buying that. And we talked about those trunks that they have. And I said, yeah, they're going for $50 in a certain area. And I said, yeah. I said, because the lady told me about it. She's an interior decorator. And so I went into Louis Vuitton. And I said, well, he said to stay out of Neiman's. He didn't say Louis V. We laughed. You got a whole world out there full of different people. Different tastes, different things. You got more than one store. You might decide to go leave Louis V and go to Big Lots. Save a lot of money. Or the RTG. The point, you have options. And to hold the jewelry in the little travel case for $7,500, Oh, let me get you some water. You know how they do when they come out with that little tray. Would you like some water? Yeah. I'm like, hey, Gucci gives, I didn't send them to the lady, but Gucci gives option of wine or water. So Louis is just offering water on a silver tray, but okay. And maybe I was looking thirsty, I don't know. But you got these options. I'm not finna pop down on $7,500 on a travel case for the jewelry. I'm just not, that's not gonna happen. It's cute. I have to sometimes save my own money. I'm not doing that. I can tell you right now. That's not going to happen today, and tomorrow ain't looking too good either. It's just not going to happen. But I thought it's very enchanting. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, it's beautiful. Heck, somebody might steal a case with all the jewelry in it. Can you imagine? You sit up someplace, and you at the hotel. You look up. Hey, where'd it go? Look at it was a Louis V box. Then look at you trying to worry about saving the jewelry. Look here, it's a jewelry inside the box. Somebody might steal a whole box. Now they got your Louis V box, $7,500, and all the jewelry. They done got your tennis bracelets. They done got your your cocktail ring. Oh my. They got all your stuff. All they gotta do, I'm not trying to be fun, I'll talk about that. You got all your stuff in that little Louis V box when you travel, and then you look up. I know sometimes they have a safe. I know. But let's say you look up and you leave it out, anything can happen. And I'm not hoping this happen to anybody. You sitting up there, okay. Hey, where'd it go? For my jewelry. Girl, look here. They didn't just take the jewelry. They done took the box. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. So, you have options. My option is get us a lot of money and simply ain't paying it. I appreciate you. I really do. The discussion on the trunks, I appreciate it. Oh, they got some that's 45,000. That's real nice. Stop buying that trunk as a coffee table. I know. You got options. Black women refusing the options. Maybe you think you don't have options. I believe you do. Stop it. And I said, this is just, I mean, I don't, this is just, it's sad. They all got fired. Everybody's gone. The ones who weren't even engaging in the nonsense gone. A hard lesson to take. And it's not as if they got a lot of good paying jobs out there just waiting on you. What's going on? What point are you trying to prove? To who? The man made a decision. You got a good paying job. He's with Becky. Me, I don't care. Again, y'all got options. Y'all not using them. Or maybe you don't think you have. I even had an Indian guy ask me out on a date. I just, oh, I'm always so busy, but thank you. Even when I wasn't married, I'm just so busy. Thank you. You got options. Go out and do things. You go to nice places. I th- I think that's what the problem is. And I said, can you imagine? He's sitting up here kiki with them and sleeping with them and all that, and then the Negro was behind her back, sending reports up to HR. And hold on, the HR department. You know what's so interesting? They didn't even investigate. They took his word and got rid of all them black folks. No write-ups, no warnings. What? I thought, who does? Everybody's fired. No writings, no warnings, no investigation. But they know how we're going to do, just get mad and go on, hopefully go find the next job. That might be a class action. Let it have been me. Oh. As I said, certified of firing. And then I thought about it. How you know that they might try to deny them those what is that, the unemployment check part, that benefit thing, unemployment benefit check? They might try to deny that and say, oh, here's the reason why. You don't have nothing but told everybody has to go. So note to self, black women, please stop. They're making fool of yourself. What are you trying to prove? Are you trying to like grab him back here, put him back to the other side? What are you doing, sweetie? People are doing what they want to do. I said, wow. Can you imagine how they felt? He'd been sleeping with him and eating with him. And it was quite a few. Oh, he getting around, honey. But Becky had the last say, because you know why he did with it. I'm guessing it was her. He probably put him to point to Becky. So he already chose a side. When a person's in a relationship, they've chosen a side. Coleslaw, he hasn't married you yet. He's already chosen not to. He's been gallivanting with Cherie, and they said some other folks around. It's not hard to get married. It's really not. The man has to ask. It'd be nice if he come out with a rock. Some girls don't care about it. I need some kind of rock now, but it's not hard to figure out. It's really not hard to do. It's harder to buy a house or a car. Because all you have to do, you can plan a wedding extravagant and all that, or you can go get married on the beach. Child, you can go to just to the piece. Not that difficult. It's not like pulling teeth. So people are doing what they want to do. Him writing up those reports and get everybody. I couldn't everybody. So he must have painted them as problematic. So at the end of the day, he has his allegiance to Becky. He's working to helping her pay the bills in her and her daddy's house. That's their family home. He helping the white man pay the mortgage. And it's an older white man too. Would he do it for you black women? Had his fun. Y'all gonna try to one up Becky. You know how women can do sometimes. And now she's letting you know she got that knee on his neck, and he gonna come with correctness. Why? He wants to please her and make her happy. That's his woman. Why would you want somebody who doesn't want you? Do people sometimes just fall in love? Of course. But we know with these black men, especially when they have the darker complexion, a lot of them, oh, I got to get me one. You know what I'm saying? And he seems to be one of those. It's like, okay, we come in different colors. What's the deal? You must have an issue. But why would, so sisters, a person has made a choice. You putting your energies into the wrong place. So now they see what it's like to get played. Laughing and kicking with you and getting you fired. And most of those women, I think all of them are like single women. From what I understand, none of them married. Oh, wow. Sitting up here. Now everybody's fired. So who got the last laugh? So when people show you who they are, who they choose or preference, guess what? Respect yourself from disrespected. Or just respect yourself. That's the main thing. You deserve something more. So sad story time. And in this climate, who needs this? On a good paying job. Good luck with the next one. What not to do. So like they made a move. I guess Becky made one too. Anyway, a little longer than I thought. Oh my gosh, this is over 25 minutes. Wow. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you all think. Ladies, if this is you, still love you. But guess what, honey? You deserve better. Act like it. You deserve better. And even if you haven't gotten, you gotta still, you deserve so much better. This shouldn't have happened, and it's sad and it's embarrassing. I just can't imagine those women. You gotta be kidding me. And think everybody wiped out. So yeah, I think Becky went home and cracked that whip. Got him into shape, honey. She got him together, and he realized, make her happy, get rid of them. Boom. You see how it turned out. Anyway, Simply Said her on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Love you, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'm out. Please stay safe.